So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated us, and well...
This man, Wallius, is he
That's right. Though he's no man.
A baby.
Forgive me, but you said that that would surely make him...
It would, if he'd been allowed to age.
I'm sorry.
Wallius was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery, and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village, if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us speak. There's a road that leads north from the village.
Are you bound for the Wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case.
That's very kind.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions.
Thank you.
Then I bid you good.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are. There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when... Icon of Water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
Tonberries. Fell creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the Cape.
Might I inquire about the Ray of Light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. and Wallace by his people.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Wallace's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
There. Up ahead. Down in the center. Follow me.
still primed?
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin, committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean...
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight. Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong. He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Leviathan!
Just a legend, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, look. It has friends. Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
Child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale.
I see.
I'm sorry, Walyas. So, part of Leviathan is...
No.
Good. Because I still have... If you want to know the rest, we should head...
Of course.
The broom is your warhammer.
Sid! You are Sid, aren't you? I wonder if you could help...
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavart? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, he's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't please. I know it sounds daft.
Which flowers?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you.
2 basketfuls?
No sign of the child.
Excuse me. Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some.
Ah. Wyrda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool some...
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry. An old fool Pavart may be. But if you come bearing gifts...
Welcome to...
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the...
Wow.
It is. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not... Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary, and as they wandered high and low across the Twins... So when we finally put down roots here in Mississippi...
Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavart. Your wife asked me to bring you these...
That woman. Come out. I know you...
Who? Me? I'm sorry. It's just... My husband can be a bit standoffish at times. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help... I'm pretty much done with him now, though. But, for the record, the tribute still... Here we are.
All right.
All right, then.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunic.
As modes of water.
That's right. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. And no matter how that river has ebbed, I shall get back to...
I will.
What is it you want? I'd like to see another smith do better. Flawless. Will that do you? Till next time, then.
No sign of the child.
Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets... Oh, sorry. If you're after something from the storehouse, she will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that would fleece you.
I understand.
Saying that, she...
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory. The heavens only know where that girl's...
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for...
Oh, no. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Of course not.
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still. Especially once she heard you lot were on you. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted...
All right. Excuse me. You haven't seen this...
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate, not...
Out of the village?
Aye. She does it. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe, that's where she'll be. Go and have a look.
I will. This must be the path.
They're not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
You left without telling him where you...
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me.
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall.
Thank you for bringing her home.
Oh, no. It was a...
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as cities, they call them? And in these cities...
Oh, you can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her question. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like?
Are we the only one she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part...
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins,
Well, they make for fine foundations. That's one thing we don't have. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as travelling Aye. And now Rook is back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
Oh,
It's a pity nothing but the foundations were left standing. The whole storehouse made of stone would make it a lot easier to keep our supplies in good nick.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull away anyway. Now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks. I will have to charge you.
Well, if you're sure you need it. May it serve you well. Here you are. May it serve you well. Well, if you're sure you need it.
When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
Very well.
No sign of the child.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
But that's impossible.
As they were soon to discover, aye, far too late. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north, and then west, deeper into the forest.